For the past year, I've used my Samsung Galaxy S21 FE as my main daily driver with some occasional video camera phone to my contents on my social media pages like on TikTok. But after some changes on the phone like the One UI 6 update, some optimizations here and there, and the arrivals of its successor, the S23 FE and the newer S24 series, can this phone still stand out this 2024? Hey guys, James here, and this is Tech M.N.O. Join me as I share my one-year experience with this phone as I went on a family vacation to the northernmost part of the Philippines, test this camera and everything in between as we check what are the things that you need to remember if you still have the Samsung Galaxy S21 FE this year. Before we start, I would like to give you a quick note that I will not tackle every single segment in this video since this is my one-year update. If you want to know more about my full analysis on the S21 FE, you can watch the review video in the card right here if you want to know it first and then come back if you're done watching it. So in this video, I will tackle more about the battery life, software upgrades, fixes, improvements, omissions, and its overall performance and the camera quality 12 months after I posted my review for the S21 FE. And also, I will tackle one thing that is quite important to talk about on this phone. We will start with the biggest change right after I posted the video, and it's on the software. From the One UI 5 from my previous review, the S21 FE is now running on One UI 6 on top of Android 14. And from the 3 months of using this software on my phone, I can say that it's almost the same stable experience I had just like the previous version. But there are some changes that I like and I don't like here. One of the things that I like is the dedicated battery option on the settings rather than having an additional process needed just to check it. It's more intuitive and much easier to understand, and I also like that you have more customization on the lock screen like this one and some cosmetic changes on the UI and settings, plus the redesigned camera app that is much cleaner and easier to access on the camera resolution, plus it has a built-in scan document feature which is very helpful. The gallery has more tricks than the previous version, like the built-in gallery studio to edit videos, a more improved photo editor, copy-paste text directly on the app, and drag images as stickers, just like on iOS. And finally, the notifications on the panel are in separate cards now. The audio art covers the whole notification and it has some wave trails if a music is playing. However, the one thing that I don't like on the new update here, well, sort of, is the new quick settings panel. Just like here. Well, I understand that they want to accommodate more shortcuts on the quick settings toggles, but it sacrifices one thing that I really use every time. And that is the one-hand reachability that is very useful if you want to reach the top area on the screen. Yes, you may say that the S21 FE has a small screen, but losing it because it's more useful when you're holding it in one hand is quite sad for me, in my honest opinion. Other than that, there are more cosmetic changes like the new weather widget, stacking widgets, just to name a few, and they are a good addition to the software experience, but it's not groundbreaking to say the least. Let's talk about the overall performance of the S21 FE with One UI 6. Starting off with the stability, I didn't see or feel any hiccups or stutters to the overall performance if I do some multitasking like watching a video while scrolling on social media, and the 8GB of RAM still feels the same as when I used the phone a year ago. However, if you're asking if the thermal throttling issue that had on the previous version trickles down to the newer software, well, it's not. It's still there because of the poor fabrication on the Exynos 2100, which sadly Samsung decided to use the Exynos chip again on their S24 and S24 Plus, and the S23 FE uses an old Exynos 22 chipset there as well. So bottom line here is you can use it for casual to medium usage with no problem warming up the phone, but if you'll do heavier tasks like recording 4K videos or playing high graphic games, prepare to see the annoying pop-up message saying that this phone needs to take a rest in less than 20 minutes. Just like last time. Before we go any further, if you enjoy watching this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get you notified when a brand new video will come out. And follow us on our social media accounts like Facebook, Twitter or X, Instagram, and on TikTok at M.N.O for more content and featured giveaways that you can check out in the card right here. Now let's proceed to the battery life of the S21 FE after a year. So previously, I only managed to get at least 5 hours straight of screen on time, and it's more on the medium to heavy usage. But thanks to the newer One UI 6 and some tweakings here and there, I can get an average of 6 hours now, which is a good thing. In terms of the battery health of the phone, unfortunately, Samsung did not put the new battery health percentage feature baked in the UI, unlike the ones from Oppo and Realme. The one that you can see on the Samsung Members app isn't reliable though, so don't comment that it's there all along. Other than that, I can still sense that it's still good at the moment right now. And now, let's discuss the most important segment that I know you want to know about if there's a change, and that is the camera quality after a year. Is it the same as before? Are there any changes in color accuracy? Well, in order to answer that, join me as I share some amazing experiences in the past year, plus I traveled with my family to the northernmost part of the Philippines, in Pagudpod, Ilocos Norte, and in Vigan, Ilocos Sur, and in the eyes, or lens rather, on the S21 FE. From the annual Christmas tree display inside of a mall to an amazing first-time experience attending a major product launch of a big brand, the Samsung Galaxy S21 FE still delivers the same cohesive color accuracy to all 3 cameras, plus the details, sharpness, and the highlights are still intact that I noticed a year back. I'm so glad that there's no changes in the quality of this phone. By the way, special shout out to Sir John Nieves of Unbox PH and Sir Miguel T of Yugatech for the opportunity to have some amazing conversations with you both. And jumping now to my family's Ilocos tour vacation, the S21 FE doesn't disappoint me in taking great pictures with an almost natural color rendition of the subject. Just to make sure that you turn off the scene optimizer option on the camera settings also. Hey guys, so we are now using the dual recording feature of the Samsung Galaxy S21 FE running on One UI 6, and we are inside of the Malacanang of the North here in Ilocos Norte. So we are using it right now with a monopod or tripod rather, and here is the view. And the magic eraser that's included also in this phone makes a photo bomber in a photo a thing in the past, like on this one. And when we're approaching Pagudpod, Ilocos Norte, the bumpy road is not a problem on this phone thanks to its OIS cameras of the S21 FE. And when we arrived there with a gusty wind and rainy evening, it still performed well, especially in this low light photo of the beach front there. Then when the sun shines the next day, it still kicks butt with these awesome photos and videos, like when we visited the Bangi Windmills and Camp Bojador in Burgos, Ilocos Norte. And I don't mind the rainy weather or even the droplets of the waterfalls thanks to its IP68 dust and water resistance. Just to take this breathtaking shot of the Patapat Viaduct Bridge, which is still my favorite photo today. And when we arrived in Vigan, Ilocos Sur the night after, it captured the nostalgic vibes that you may feel when you travel back in time to the Spanish era. Here's some other photos and videos from that trip. So overall, the Samsung Galaxy S21 FE still performs well in the camera department. Samsung really nailed the camera software algorithm, still the same after the new update. I really wish that it will still maintain in the next coming years. But before we wrap up, I want to address the elephant in the room. As I noticed, there are some S21 FE users that are sadly been affected by this years-old problem, which is a bit alarming to see on the flagship S series of phones, and that is the green line issue. Some of them had this after they updated the latest software, some of them had it after, and for me it's a bit concerning if this happens to my phone. The main cause of it is still unclear at the moment, but some people say that you should avoid the phone by always getting warm so you won't experience it. Thank goodness that it didn't happen to my phone at the time of this recording. But I really pray that this green line issue won't be on my display sooner or maybe forever. So after a year of using the Samsung Galaxy S21 FE, is my verdict on this phone still the same as before? Or does it change something right now? Is it worth buying one this 2024? Well, the answer to it is, it's still the same. Buy this phone right now if you want a small phone and if the price is right. I see this always on sale, but I suggest that you won't buy this if it's on SRP. If you see this in full price, then I rather suggest getting the S23 or S23 Plus since it's on sale now because of the newer S24 series. But at the end of the day, the Samsung Galaxy S21 FE is still a good phone for what it has on the table. Yes, it's not perfect by all means, but it ages well as years go by. And I'm so happy that the software is still on par and the camera is still reliable as before. Do you have an S21 FE? Do we have the same experience as mine? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you want to watch my Samsung Galaxy S21 FE review or the Watch for Classic, you can click the playlist right here. Or if you want to watch my previous video, click right here. And don't forget to subscribe to my two channels. Again, my name is James and I will catch you guys on the next one.